So after college, you went undrafted, and then you started your pro career overseas. What were some of the biggest challenges adjusting to life and basketball while you were in France, Germany, Belgium, Spain, Italy, Taiwan, and beyond?
First and foremost, being a rookie and going to my first team was in Pro B, 𝗬𝗏𝗏 in France. So I went from playing in Miami in front of 9,000 people every night to living in a town that only had 4,000 people in it.
Yeah.
That was an incredible culture shock. So having to adjust to the language, the culture, even when I landed, the guy that came to pick me up barely spoke English.
Right.
And we were driving. I had no idea how far we were even driving. Yeah. And we drove like 2 hours away from the airport. I'm like, bro, this is OD. Like, what did I get myself into? But that was tough. I mean, I was by myself. This was around the time that I met my wife, but we weren't even like really dating yet.
Okay.
And she had played overseas a year previous to that, and she was kind of putting me on game. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I feel you, but I didn't really know the gravity of all of what she was saying until I experienced it.
Right.
So, man, it was a very difficult adjustment.
Yeah, for sure, man. That language barrier is tough.
Yeah.
And the food, just the food, everything.
Or driving.
Yeah.
Because back then, it was manual cars.
Right.
I had never driven a manual car.
Right.
So they dropped me off at my apartment, gave me a car, gave me the keys to this manual car. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing with this.
Right. And they're tiny as well.
Right. And then, so overseas, most cars are diesel.
Right.
I went to the gas station. I put 10 euros in my car of gas because I'm not thinking cars are diesel, and completely tore up the engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nuts. So in 2021, you won the Italian League Championship. Where does that moment rank in your career?
Man, that's number one. I mean, it's got to be.
Over the Miami ACC Championship.
Yeah.
And the tournament.
I would say yes, because this is post-COVID.
Okay.
We went through a lot of stuff that year.
Right.
Not to mention even my family getting COVID while I was on the road for a game, and I wasn't able to go home for 3 weeks.
Sheesh.
So I had to stay in a hotel while my family was in our house, while they were sick and still recovering. So, I mean, there was a situation where the ownership got upset with the coach over a player not playing, and they fired him. The next day, me and like 7 of my teammates like, look, if he's gone, we're going with him.
Right.
The next day after that, he's rehired. Right. And it's on the day of a game, and we have to travel from Italy to Monaco to play, and we end up winning the game. And it's one of those moments that's like super emotional.
Right.
It's like, man, we are playing basketball, and at the end of the day, it is a game. But this moment really showed like how close of a family we really were to overcome that adversity together for our coach.
Right.
𝗖cie heç is his name. And I mean, I still stay in contact with him as well. It's just an incredible guy.
That's dope.
I mean, he was an incredible player.
Yeah.
But just as a man and what he meant to our team, it just made that championship fantastic. Not to mention making Italian League history by running through the playoffs undefeated 10-0.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. Talk about, what was your favorite city? I got to ask that. Out of all the spots that you was in.
I would say Bologna.
Okay.
That's where we won the championship.
Okay.
But I spent 2 years
there. A lot
there.
better than France,
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of French people that I consider family.
Right.
But just the country in general, like, it's not very tourist friendly in my opinion. Italians are way more laid back. Yeah. They're gonna drink their wine. We're gonna eat some pasta.
Right.
But we just, chilling for real.
Right.
So, the time that we spent in Bologna was special to us.
Yeah.
Also France, I mean, one of my 3 sons was born in Paris.
Wow.
Yeah, and my youngest was born in Bologna, Italy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so talk about that. Like, how did you said you met your wife before you started your journey overseas. So how did that whole transition while you're playing, as far as getting married and having kids and managing all of this stuff while you're hooping?
Yeah, so it was easy in the sense that she already knew, because she's a hooper as well.
Right. Where did she play?
She went to Fayetteville State.
Okay.
Graduated in 2010, won a 𝗖𝗏𝗏 championship.
Okay.
She played 5 years pro overseas as well before she was inducted into the Fayetteville State Hall of Fame in 2021.
So she give you hell, or like? 1-on-1? She's just too little?
We ain't played in a while, but I have a rule where I can't score in the paint.
Okay.
But I still be winning though.
Okay.
But you know, she's a shooter.
Okay.
She's a shooter, and thank God that my children got them genes from her. But her having know what overseas is about and experience it to a degree, it helped in tremendous ways.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it was easy,
right?
But I knew that I had somebody with me that understood and had unconditional love and support. And you know, her experiences were not easy, but you know, this is all in the course of us building this family and walking this journey that God placed before us together.
Right.
And it was incredible, man. I mean, you know, her experiences in France were much different than the ones in Italy, but you know, we had them and we overcame them together.
Did she go with you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, from her second year, I want to say, and then after that, we lived in Belgium together, and that's when she first got pregnant with our oldest, 𝗖cie. So he was almost born in Belgium, but she came back home in March. He was born at the end of April. So that was more so of like a comfort. This is my first time. I need my family around, which I completely understood.
Right.
So then after that, we always lived together overseas, and we lived overseas together, I want to say, for like 9 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so everywhere I've been, they've been with me too.
That's love, man.
Yeah.
How was that experience for the kids, man? Just seeing a different culture. Does it open their eyes to different things?
Absolutely.
Just not growing up in you know, Raleigh-Durham area, like that's a whole nother lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, they loved it. And they did have their own personal difficulties as well, because like my oldest, he was going to school in different countries.
Yeah.
But when he was a baby, he was learning a little bit of German. Then he started speaking a little bit of Spanish.
Right.
Started speaking a little bit of Italian.
Right.
And it's just like incredible to see that, because children are truly like a clean slate. You know, they're gonna pick it up and soak it like water. And you know, that is just like to see that and how much they're able to adjust. Because in the end, home for them is only where we are.
Right.
They don't care about Raleigh or Miami or
they got blinders
France.
on.
I mean, they just like, my parents are my home. So
Right.
that was an incredible blessing in itself. And I mean, it's allowed them to see and go places that a lot of people will never go.
Yeah, that's fire.